Y'all doing well. This is your girl, Tonetta Clay, your social worker coach. I want to say good evening to y'all, good day, whatever time y'all looking at this. Good morning, good day, good evening, whatever time y'all looking at this. Again, this is your girl, Tonetta Clay, your social worker coach. And this video tonight is my thoughts, and it's all about your heart, soul, and your mind check. Now, I know a lot of times we, of course, say, how you doing, what's going on, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm fine and dandy, and this kind of thing. But are you actually checking over your heart, mind, and soul to see where you are and how you're doing? This has been on my mind heavily today, actually, just to let y'all know. That's why I'm doing this video, because I know how important it is for us helping professionals. Anybody who helps anybody in this whole world, professional or not, we have to check in with ourselves, y'all. Not just the topical, how you doing, I'm doing fine, keep on walking, that kind of thing, but checking in with your heart, your mind, and your soul. And I should have included your body in there as well, because that's all intertwined and all, of course, plays off of each other as well. At some point, like I said, I had to realize that I keep going through life saying that I'm fine, when things behind the scenes, when I get home in the dark by myself, things are falling apart. Or I'm depressed, I'm sad, these types of things. I had to get to a point where I can, of course, be honest with people. If I'm not having a good day, I'm telling you I'm not having a good day. Now, whether you want to stick around and hear what's going on, that's a total different story now. But like I said, definitely, at least I can let you know that I'm having a bad day, or my day is not, or the car broke down, or some whatever happened. Like I said, I had to realize that in order for me to be, of course, happier as an individual, in order for me to be more loving, in order for me to be more empathetic and caring towards others as well, that I had to start checking myself. Not just the topical, going to work, coming home, doing the business, all those types of things. I'm fine. That's stressful. But the inner workings of us, y'all. Our heart, mind, and our soul. A lot of us, if not all of us, have been through some type of trauma in life. Whether that's some type of abuse, some type of physical, verbal, mental, sexual, or seeing some type of violence, killings, death, murders, had parents pass away early, something happened, whatever it was. We've all been through some type of trauma, even if it's bullying at school or at work, even if it's falling down and hurting yourself. I don't know what, nobody coming to your rescue, whatever it is. All those things can affect us in a negative way, especially while we're going through childhood. Because we have no idea how to regulate those things and how to, of course, deal with those things. All we can rely on is, of course, the caretakers for us to help us through those situations. And I know I've said this many times, you don't know what you don't know. Some of our caretakers, parents, whoever it was, could not show that much empathy towards us. I guess I put it that way. Or get up, you're going to be okay, you ain't got to cry, this type of thing. Or you telling somebody, telling your caretaker, your parent, that something has happened to you, sexual abuse, rape, or something like that. Oh, that couldn't have happened. You was in the house this whole time, not wanting to believe you. All those types of things will affect you in some type of way. Seeing domestic violence. I saw domestic violence a lot growing up in my household. That affected me in certain ways as well, especially when it comes to relationships. And like I said, a lot of things will affect us. It don't just affect our lives. It affects the lives of people that we, of course, touch every day as well. And like I said, we have to start checking in with our heart, mind, body, and soul. Because if not, we're going to be stressing, and all of a sudden just have a whole breakdown. Which could be in the form of an actual breakdown, mental breakdown, stress, depression, whatever it is. Suicide attempt, whatever it is. A reckless night of drinking, drugging, all this kind of stuff. That could be the same kind of breakdown as well. Like I said, we have to start checking in with ourselves, y'all. If you don't want to tell anybody or tell anybody that's at work or that kind of thing, that's fine. I understand that. But you have to find you a trusted individual that you can talk to, even if it's your parent, your pastor, a good friend that you have, your partner, whoever it is. Find somebody that's trusted and that's going to tell you the truth and give you good advice and not just tell you, oh, do this and do that, and they haven't even done those things themselves, or the stuff isn't true, or whatever the case may be, or they have no idea what they're talking about. Find somebody that you know that's trusted, that knows what they're talking about, that can, of course, listen and give you that listening ear, so that you can talk about what's going on with you, your heart, mind, body, and soul. Like I said, we can push these things. I know I've talked about a lot about sweeping things up under the carpet and how they still affect us and our behaviors, our attitudes, the way we see the world. The traumas do the same exact thing. Stress does the same exact thing. All of it does the same exact thing, good or bad. And it took me years to kind of understand that because I went through all these things, they're going to come, even if I don't talk about it, they're still going to come out in some type of way. And they may hurt somebody else around me, whether it's verbally, mentally, physically, whatever it is, which I have done, the verbal howling, yelling, this type of thing. I've done all those things. And like I said, I had to realize that was back in my 20s. I had to realize that all the things that I've been through, they just stay within me until I get them out. I guess I put it that way. And that's why I'm telling you how important it is for you to, of course, to do your own heart, mind, and soul check as well, to figure out what's going on with you. If you're walking around with the attitude, upset, or not having a good day, and that's almost every single day, or you're depressed or something else is going on, make sure that you're checking in with yourself. And by checking in with yourself, what I have done, I should have brought all my journals over here. What I have done was to get, of course, a journal. I love writing. I've always loved writing. Of course, I got myself a notebook. I have many notebooks, journals, all types of things. So, of course, write in. Right now, how my day was, what's going on, all those types of things. And, of course, nobody has to read them. You don't have to show them to nobody if you don't want to. You can burn them when you're done. If you want to put all your sacred stuff in there, you can do that if you want to. But you have to get the stuff that's bothering you out in some type of way. Like I said, the journaling really has helped me. Another thing that's helped me, I always talk about my creativity on my regular pages. If you all follow me there as well, please do if you don't. But I always talk about how baking helped me heal, because I actually have a small baking business. I've always baked, of course, sold baked goods and that kind of thing, no matter what city, state I live in. That's something that, of course, I'm getting in the kitchen, being able to be creative. Nobody can tell me what to do unless I need some help and need some direction, that kind of thing. Other than that, I can get in there and create anything that I want to create. Regardless as to how it tastes, which all of it usually tastes good, but like I said, regardless as to how it tastes. I had to get in there. I've been baking since I grew up with my great-great-grandmother in the kitchen, cracking the eggs and stirring up the mixes, all that kind of stuff before I even started first grade. But on my own, when I first got my first apartment, I think I was 19 years old, that's when I started to bake and sell the items that I was making. I really started to bake and sell the items. Baking has helped me heal a whole lot, y'all. You may have some other creativity that you may like to do, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's art, or you like to cook and bake too, or that kind of thing. Because I also do cooking demos on YouTube and stuff like that. Like I said, that's where I can shine in my creativity. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I'm just trying to give you all some tips and some tactics that you can possibly start doing your own heart checks. It may not come out straight on paper. For some people it will. For me it did. For some people it may not. Even though it should, but like I said, for some people it may not. But if not, make sure that you do something that's creative and that's fun for you, that you can think and process in the meat while doing that activity. And then, of course, try to release some of those things as well. But I do want to take you back to the journaling, because at the end, you're still going to have to at least write some more to get the deep-seated feelings out. Sometimes we have all these deep-seated feelings, rejection, abandonment, all these types of things that we haven't even went through, guilt, shame, all those types of things for stuff that's happened to us. And like I said, we have to get those things out somehow. So like I said, I'm going to take you right back to journaling. But yes, the creativity is, while it's still good, it can definitely still help you heal. You still have to write those things out as well. In my mind, 'cause like I said, that's what helped me. And then the walking outside in nature, or whether it's a walking trail, just a park, or just walking around your apartment complex. Y'all may see videos of me doing that too. Walking outside in nature, getting some vitamin D, getting some sunlight, seeing the flowers, seeing the grass, seeing people, folks walking dogs, all the car sounds, as you may hear now, all that type of thing, all that works. Nature always seems, at least for me, seems to bring me back into balance in some type of way. Everything out there is living, besides, the concrete, but it's still energy, but everything is out there living. Some folks ground, taking your shoes shoes off outside on the concrete. If you have dirt, sand, whatever you're on, in the water, whatever you're doing, that definitely helps as well. I've done all those things. It definitely helps, like I said, for me to bring balance back to my heart, mind, body, and soul. But it's still in the end, I still had to, of course, write to get those feelings out. Some of those times I had to cry. Of course, I was upset, whatever else is going on. We have to, like I said, we have to clear all these things, y'all. Just because we went through them and we call ourselves sweeping things up under the carpet, those things are just going to live in us until we get rid of them. Like I said, this has been on my mind since I got up this morning. And like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I can, of course, share this video with you all. Of course, being a social worker and a certified life coach, like I said, these were things I see all the time and have always seen, actually. And I see how these types of things, when you're not releasing the things that's happened to you, or at least trying to work on them, I guess I put it that way, to figure out what your feelings are surrounding these things, how you can best move forward. If you're not releasing these things or dealing with these things, they're going to just eat you alive, y'all. I know y'all may have heard some of the story about my parents, and my dad actually died of a drug overdose, of heroin, actually. Back about 15 years, I was like 31 years old. About 15 years ago or so. And it always takes me back to, because my mother, well, she didn't pass away of drug usage, but she did use drugs back in the day as well when she was living. And I've seen other family, friends, and folks in my environment on drugs, even if it wasn't that heavy heroin or cocaine, or could have been just marijuana or alcohol, those types of things too. It always takes me back to what have these folks been through, especially when it came to my parents, that has caused them to use these drugs or drink this alcohol. I always think about that. I cannot ask them now, but like I said, I definitely think about that not all the time, but a lot. Like I said, I had to make peace with those things. Those things are traumatic as well. Like I said, those things live in us until we get rid of those things. So I'm just letting you know that you have to think of some type. If you need some help, just reach out to me and let me know. I do one-on-one sessions as well, but just like I said, just let me know. But like I said, you have to figure out some type of way to, of course, to clear as much as you can of your heart, mind, body, and soul, y'all. Some of the health issues, mental health issues, physical issues when it comes to pain and that kind of thing. All those things are, of course, when it comes to the mental, a lot of that stuff is mental things that's going on, I guess I put it that way. Things that we haven't actually cleared out of our heart, mind, body, and soul yet. I had to learn that the hard way too. And that's what, like I said, that's why I'm telling you all, like I said, definitely if you need to reach out to me, let me know. Just DM me, it's fine. But I see a lot of folks, of course, like I said, walking through this world like zombies. A lot of things going on. You can tell there's things going on. I've been stopped in the grocery store by folks and just talking and how you doing, that kind of thing. I'm always talking to somebody anyway. Them telling me, I guess, like their story of whatever kind of abuse they were going through or whatever the situation was. I've cried with folks at the grocery store before. All types of things. People out here hurting, y'all. I see, like I said, I see that every day. Every single day. I don't care if it's your coworker that always has a smile. I'm smiling almost every day. I don't care if it's me or anybody else that you see. Somebody has a smile. Behind those smiles, sometimes there's a lot of depression and other issues going on. Or you may see somebody in the office or somebody at the stores, family member, whoever it is, that's always been quiet and reserved. You know they have stuff on their mind, but they don't want to say it because they're scared to. Like I said, we have definitely got to get to a point where we can, of course, start expressing ourselves for one, but of course, make sure that we're healing ourselves from within first. Our heart, mind, body, and soul, y'all. Because these things are killing us, y'all. And then one last thing I just want to say to y'all, another thing, I guess one of the things, you can just take it from me, I guess I put it that way. Another thing that I have been doing for the last, maybe a few years, I guess, 2-3 years, that kind of thing. I've gotten more into Qigong. Some of y'all may hear about Tai Chi, Qigong, the Chinese, movement meditation exercises, that kind of thing. I love doing those things. They help clear your mind too. Even if you don't do that, you can do yoga or just regular exercise. Walking is still exercise. It's a similar thing. But make sure that you're moving your body in some kind of way so that you can, of course, release some of these things, y'all. And then, like I said, again, come back to journaling, writing it down. Your feelings, if you have to cry doing it, I have too. Make sure that you keep on writing. It does not matter. We have to express those feelings and those emotions, y'all, to get them out. And like I said, with all the stuff that you're writing down and putting in your journal, that kind of thing, and how much you hurt or whatever it was, if you want to go back and make amends with people, then do so. If not, you don't have to do so. That's a choice you have to make. Depends on your situation. But just know that you can keep that journal and always go back to it. Or if you want to burn it, go ahead and do that too. So can't nobody else read it, but you got your feelings out. That's the main thing. And I see the comments. I'll reply to y'all once I'm done just to let you all know. But like I said, definitely we have got to start taking care of ourselves, y'all. And making sure that we're not just saying we're fine and saying we're this and that, even though we're down in the inside. We're unhappy in the inside. We're depressed in the inside. We're suicidal in the inside, or whatever else is going on. I've been there too. Whatever else is going on. We have got to start being honest. If we don't want to be honest with the folks outside of us, we have got to at least be honest with ourselves first. To actually let ourselves know and recognize what we're actually going through. If it's trauma that you haven't healed from, if it's domestic violence, whatever it is, drug usage, I don't know, sexual addiction, whatever it is. And there's also food addictions as well. Some folks eat to heal themselves, I guess I put it that way. And cause all types of health issues, weight concerns, everything else. But like I said, we have got to start being honest with ourselves, y'all, and start checking on our heart, mind, bodies, and soul, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I just want to say thank you all for, of course, for tuning in. Like I said, I definitely will, of course, reply to your comments later on as well, just to let you all know. But like I said, if anybody's struggling, needs some help or needs some assistance, accountability partner, or anything along those lines, or some tips and tools and tactics, or somebody to like I said, guide you through this process, just reach out to your girl. Let me know. And if you don't reach out to me, that's fine. Find somebody else that you trust and that you want to work with that's going to assist you, even if it's a therapist, one of the two. But you need somebody, especially if you're struggling. So again, I want to say this is Tonetta, your social worker coach. Again, I want to say thank you for tuning in into this video. I'll see y'all on the next one, y'all. And like I said, make sure before you go to bed tonight that you check in with yourself, your heart, mind, body, and soul, y'all. And see how you're doing. If you're not doing well, seek some help. Don't just sit there and suffer in silence. So take care, y'all, and have a good one.